Going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Check out! Line 40!
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Off of play action. Luck. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, and he'll be brought down by the Colts. Anthony Walker in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerged.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon on 4th down. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This is Hines. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go on 4th. Lock. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Switch!
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Rodgers going to throw again. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. The 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake, and it's locked. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Third and long. It's locked. Room to run past midfield. And he connects with Ebron. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Luck going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll try the left side. Hines. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Colts.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah. Football's the mic.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On first down, Snell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 49-yard line.
With 18. Mike 58, right there. They got ready. Cat 300. Cat 300. Look at this.
On second and 12, Rodgers. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. From his goal line here, Locke. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 11 yards there, first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. Back to throw. Love. Ebron's got it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
First down, Colts.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, 76 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
Block on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls in. Complete.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And the Colts first down.
Check out. Wide. 622. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check out. Wide 40. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
Out of the gun. Luck. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
3rd and 2, Luck. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to go. It's Luck. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, that's complete to Oliver.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, Snell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Darius Leonard make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hairston. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit... And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Darius Leonard in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Locke. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now it's Locke. The quick slant caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Locke. They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Locke to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Anthony Walker able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Check out. 674. Go ahead. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check back. Check on.
They go right back to Mack. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback, because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Check out. Green 90. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throwing now. Luck. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Lott. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.